Welcome to Globalpose News. Russia said on Tuesday it was willing to strike a new agreement on the safety of shipping in the Black Sea, a possible stepping stone towards a ceasefire with Ukraine, but only if the United States ordered President Volodymyr Zelensky to respect it. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said only such an order would provide the assurances that Russia needed. Each side criticized the other over the collapse in 2023 of an earlier agreement intended to ensure the safety of merchant shipping in the Black Sea after Russia sent tens of thousands of troops into Ukraine in February 2022. We will need clear guarantees. And given the sad experience of agreements with just Kyiv, the guarantees can only be the result of an order from Washington to Zelensky and his team to do one thing and not the other, Lavrov said in televised comments. And it seems to me that our American partners have received this signal. They understand that only Washington can achieve positive results in stopping terrorist attacks, stopping shelling of civilian infrastructure, energy infrastructure not related to the military-industrial complex. Russia frequently accuses Ukraine of terrorist actions, and Kyiv has often used similar language in response to Russian attacks that have killed thousands of civilians in Ukraine during 3 years of war. Lavrov's comments indicated that Russia will demand a further tightening of U.S. pressure on Zelensky before it will agree to a maritime ceasefire, which Washington says would be an important step towards a more comprehensive truce. Zelensky and Trump had a disastrous meeting in the White House last month, and Kyiv and its European allies feared Trump could seal a deal with Russian President Vladimir Putin that gives in to Russian demands and undermines their security. Successor to Black Sea deal. The maritime ceasefire under discussion would be a successor to the earlier Black Sea deal that had allowed Ukraine to safely export nearly 33 million metric tons of grain despite the war. Moscow withdrew in 2023, saying its own food and fertilizer exports face serious issues because of Western sanctions affecting payments, logistics and insurance. Kyiv had earlier accused Russia of obstructing the initiative. Lavrov said the market for grain and fertilizer needed to be predictable. He said Russia could not take Zelensky at his word, a charge Zelensky often levels at Putin. The Black Sea Initiative was the priority of discussions at a meeting between US and Russian officials in Saudi Arabia on Monday, Lavrov added. The Kremlin said earlier on Tuesday that both Russia and the US were analyzing the outcome of the talks, but the details would not be made public. Ukraine's national broadcaster Suspiln cited a source as saying Ukrainian and US officials would meet in the Saudi capital Riyadh on Tuesday. When Trump and Putin spoke last week, the Russian leader declined a proposal by the US president for a full 30-day ceasefire in Ukraine, but agreed to a moratorium on attacking Ukrainian energy infrastructure. Ukraine says it is ready to join a limited energy ceasefire if it is properly documented. For more updates, news, views from around the globe, follow us on all our social media platforms at Globalpose.